Oh man. Howdy. Hello, people. Sorry. What the heck is this saying? Oh, yes, please send stars. That helps. Definitely helps. Let me get to my page. We'll probably get to doing a project. Just, I got to put some stuff up. I've been making stuff for a craft show or multiple craft shows. It's been a bugger of a month, by the way. And I mean in days, not necessarily just November. So if you hop on, make sure you send this out into Facebook land for me. I don't know what that happened. Oh, there I am. Mute that. We'll see who pops on. I'm not sure if I'm sending this out in Facebook land or not. We will see. I can't put this on here. Can't put this on here. Having issues. We'll go with the other corner. Still having issues. This one does not like me. So I'm really not sure what I'm doing. I just know that I'm going to be in here doing crafty stuff. I could have put a movie on and listened to it. A movie I've seen many, many times. Currently been watching Office Space because it just came back on to Hulu. And I get that free with my phone subscription, so I'm just like, woohoo! Because I don't watch enough TV to pay. Well, one, I don't like commercials, but I don't watch enough TV to pay for any cable type services. So when my phone was with Sprint, they gave free Hulu with it. Well, Sprint's now T-Mobile. But they grandfathered that in, so I still have it. So, woohoo, yay. Anyway, so that is in one of my favorites. So whenever it comes back on, along with some other movies I've got favorited, I'll just put them on the background and listen to them while I'm crafting. In fact, I had that on today at work, because I was the only one at work. So I'm just putting this stuff back on these transfer backers. I don't need that. I do need to check on that paste though. I had a paste leak out. This is the henna pumpkins. It's fantabulous. I can show you one. I need to order another set of these before they disappear. And I need to do that fairly fast. I can't talk. I've used these so much they're losing their sticky. That's why I need another set. Now you can use like pixie spray on your surface, and you can make it your surface sticky, and then put the transfers on it. But I don't want to have to deal with one other thing. I'm being lazy. Oh, is that what I used? I don't know what I used. Okay, let me get these out of the way. And you know what? Another one's on. We're going to get these other ones out of the way too. Somebody might have popped. Somebody popped on. I saw somebody pop on. So I made more hot pads. And, oh yeah, the henna pumpkins. I have trees I need to finish. So these are the henna pumpkins. Let me show you. Let me show you. I've only got one side of this set done because I haven't decided what I'm putting on the other set. But they're two-sided. Are these just not the best pattern ever? Like, it's very classy. Doesn't necessarily scream Halloween. Doesn't necessarily scream fall either. You can do them in any color. I've got other ones that are... I did a set of trees and I did a set of pumpkins in Morning Sky and Regal. That's just one of the trees. I had it had a little corner I had to touch up before putting it in the bin to take to the show tomorrow. So that's why he's hanging out in here. But look how cool these are. Anyway, I did a set of pumpkins in those two colors as well. The Morning Sky and Regal. And I have other trees that I found that I'd already like colored or painted. And now I got to figure out what design to put on them because right now they're just painted. I didn't realize those were up there. They were like way in the back. And I could have had those ready for craft shows weeks ago. Weeks. Alright, let me send this actually out. What button do I use to do that? I don't know. That's not where it normally pops up. Is this on me? Oh. It never pops up immediately on me. It's on... Wow. It never pops... See? It never pops up on me. That's why I didn't know why it wasn't giving me the option to share it into this group. There. And it says 2 people are on. So somebody else is on with me. Say hi. Because I don't know who's here. And what the heck did I just do? It kicked me out. Okay, now I'm back as myself. That's so randomly weird. Of course, now I don't know where to send it. I'll be right back. I'm going to send it to like 4 places. probably not a good place to send it. Oh well. Alright, now it's out. And it says I don't... Oh, that's... Okay, that's weird. I'm live. What is that? See, they changed things again. What is that? Okay, well, that's weird. I don't know what they're doing. Alright, so, hello. I gotta get these off of here. So like I said, we've been doing stuff for craft shows. Craft show is tomorrow. Now I feel like I don't have enough stuff. Too late. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I'm in here. I gotta figure out what I'm making for my donation as well, because I haven't done that yet. There's so many projects in my head that I want to do, and have I done them? Not at all. Not at all. Ooh, can't see anything. Live chat. There. So if you pop on, make sure you say hello. If you're watching the replay, make sure you type replay so I know people actually saw this. And if you notice in my caption, I have a newsletter. The next one should probably be going out Monday morning or Monday midday, depending on how tired I am for the weekend. So I can send you the online where you go to fill it out. In fact, I can just put that in the comments. Or you can just get on your phone and text 34 designs to the number 22828. And it'll reply back and ask you for your email. And you just fill that out and it'll send me your email. And you'll be added to my newsletter list. But while these do their thing, let me just grab that actual link that you can use to sign up. Then you have your choice of using your phone either way. That's not it. That one's it. Hold on. That is the link that if you want to just click it, it will go to it. I need to clean my desk. So the minis came up with this, and I was really smart because I wanted to keep them in the order, so I numbered them. Well, I didn't put which corner was one. Oops. Oops. Doesn't quite work that well. Alright, so we're just gonna wing it with where they go, because I don't know which one's the corner. The whole point of doing that was because these aren't always cut exactly even. Well, that's 12. Because, you know, like when you use a paper cutter and you've got a lot of... See, that's not the right corner. So that means this has to be the corner for this. It didn't line up correctly. When you use a paper cutter, as you go down, the paper kind of moves on you. Why is that double posting? Everything is, oh, because I pinned it. That's why. Sorry. User didn't realize. All right. See, like, I don't know if you can see. Like, that is not cut even. It, like, goes this way. And that's the top of the page. Like, that's the top. That's why I was saying, like, the other one didn't fit correctly. Because they're not cut exactly even, because it's a big pile of them when the blade goes down. So, that's why I numbered them this time, so I could put them back in the right spot, or try to. So now I'm playing Jigsaw Puzzle. So if you joined in and you're watching, my name is Vicki. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and eventually I will get to doing something more important than putting transfers back on their backer. I really should have turned on my Easy Press. That could have been warming up while we were doing this. I like making sure the outside edge matches up, because that one's a given. Round and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. I still don't have them in the right, I mean, I have them in the right spot, but I don't have them, like, the right distance from each other. That one actually needs to move down. But those are done. Okay, let me turn on my Easy Press, because we have hot pads we need to press, and I've lost some. I seriously... Oh, found it. And 4 red, 3 black, 1 blue. Let me turn that on. Let me take this tree and move him where he goes to the show and doesn't get hurt. Before then, oh goodness, we actually need to plug in our Easy Press. All right, that's warming up. Okay, good. Maybe I do. Maybe I'll make those. So I made, oh, I gotta finish these. I gotta finish this. I have so many little things I need to finish. Like putting more water in there. I may actually not stay on live very long just because I have so much to do. And I can just like not have to be on camera and can be goofy and make a mess. So I also did a bunch of wood burning on ornaments. That's what I was using the minis for. So these are all double-sided. And I gotta put ribbon on them. Little snowman. Oh, didn't. Okay, well, I guess we're re-burning him. He had something stick to him, so I'm going to have to burn him. Same with that one. I didn't realize these would stick together with the change in the weather. Okay, those 4 may need to be done. These aren't so sticky. Once I get the ribbon on there, they won't stick as much because there'll be a break. And I have more that I need to do the other side. That's this pile. And then I have more to still do. We'll see how they do at the show this weekend. That's the plan. Bingo! Okay. Before I do that, I need to get rid of the plastic little dealy bopper things. Otherwise, I'm going to have melted plastic parts everywhere. Not good. That would not be good. I inked these last night, so they have been drying for 24 hours. And now I'm going to heat set them. And I still have some gray ones and some, I guess, teal blue ones. It's kind of a weird color teal. All right. And I went to the dollar store tonight because I had to pick up some other stuff for my show. And these are gone. They are gone. Either that or they're in a box. And I had boxes all over the place. So I may have to order more online. Alright. Oh, don't need that. Alright, let me get my Easy Press. Hello! How are you? Now, I'm not putting my heat mat down because that's kind of the point of these. They are to, they're for grabbing hot stuff, so you really don't need the heat mat on them. Roughly 30 seconds per side at 305 degrees. These you can only do one side because the other side is that. It's not going to heat through that. Those are hot. Hot, hot, hot. Let me go right there. Hot. Just making sure my table's not getting any. Boop. Oh, I don't even have to move that. That's completely covered. Okay. Hi. How was your night? And someone else popped on. You don't have to move this. I'm just so used to doing it, I want to do it. Am I live or did I go away? Because, am I live? That's weird. I had it paused. I didn't even know now it caught back up. I didn't even know I could pause it. That's weird. Ooh, yum, Cracker Barrel. What'd you get? I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a while. Ooh, now I want to go. I was going to say, it should only be 2 more. Yeah, I had a pause. I didn't know I could pause the play while I was live. It's odd. I like to get breakfast at Cracker Barrel. I also like to get the chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes and fried okra, and the cinnamon apples are really good. So they're like dessert without having to get dessert. And the hash brown casserole, I think, is what they have. Isn't that theirs? I think that's it. Yep, hash brown casserole. There you go. There's a girl after my own heart. All right, let me put this back away so I don't burn myself. That would not be pretty. I tried to do that with the heat gun the other day. Oh. Yeah, I tried to burn myself while I was doing those ornaments. Because it takes a bit for these to warm up so it could actually like heat up. And I had my cardboard, not the one I'm sitting on. I had a piece of cardboard that I had them on to protect my table. And I reached in to like move, because these are so light, it moved, and so I reached in to move it, and when I did, I went across where the heat was coming down, and I didn't get under it, but I got close enough to go, yeah, we gotta watch where we're putting our hands. It's a little scary. Your son got breakfast. See? See? You're my kind of people. See? There's the cardboard. Look. Little burn spots from the heat. All right. I got to figure out what I'm doing as the other side of those and that. I have so much I need to do. I thought I had those. Oh, I have ones that are open. Those are better. So many projects in my head. But these might be the ones we're doing right now. Because I need to make a donation for tomorrow. This stuff is fantastic, and I can put it here. Hold on. Because I can put it here. As soon as I find it. I need to email them. This is what we use for the wood burning. It's torch paste. Torch paste. It's not as easy as read. And you just use it like paste. You dip your squeegee in. It's much thicker. You dip your squeegee in and you run it across the screen and you let it sit there for just a little bit, and you pull your screen up just like you would with when you're normally using paste. And then you let it dry a bit, like 2 to 3 minutes, and then you can burn it. It's probably not good anymore. I had to get a new one because my other one became liquid. It's only good for about 10 months. That's why they make it in those small jars. And that popping up, if you go to buy torch paste from Torch Paste Company, use that link. I get a small percentage. And we can now like mention things like that. Okay, I need a transfer that goes with this. And my scrapbooks, I finally put labels on them. Although I need more scrapbooks again. But I finally put labels on them. Not that I didn't know where my Christmas ones were anyway, because they were in the silver one. Yeah, because when I went to go open it like a month ago, because I was getting ready to do something, and it was like pure liquid. I was like going, I don't even know how to thicken that up. It was liquid, so I just had to pour it out. Alright, let's see if I can find... I need to make more of those. I need to make another one of those. There's so much I need to make. You know what the problem is? Real work. The real work gets in the way of coming in here and just having fun and chalking. And I was going to use this transfer. I'm missing one. I think it's those minis. Pretty sure it's those minis. Oh. I know where it's at. Well, I kind of know where it's at. It's not really a Christmas transfer. It's a winter transfer, so now I gotta find it. Do you remember the You Make Me Melt? Is that a B size or a C? I don't remember. I'm going to have to cheat. It's a C. Okay. Well, that's fine. It's no longer available. Show me the picture. Oh my gosh. It's a C. I can tell by the size. Yeah, it's a C. Okay. I gotta find it. Because that's what we're going to put on here. At least that's the plan. Maybe it will be with my Christmas transfers. That's why I couldn't find it in the other one, because it's not... Oh, look at there. Bingo. I only had to stick my fingers in 2 areas to find our little snowman. All right. We're gonna try to do 2 of these at one time. Thank you for the assist on that. So my craft shows, I like to do this as a giveaway because it's kind of wintry, but it's not like, it doesn't really matter what religion you are because it's a snowman and it's not really a Christmassy thing, so you can use it all cold season. That's why I like to use this one. These always feel like they have dust on them. Ew. Reason this side. All right. So many projects. I really need to make a couple more of these, but I have a show this weekend, a show next weekend, and a show in December. Maybe 2 in December. Do I have 2 more? I have 2 more. Okay. I may make one of these for me to sell. No, it's the schools. It's the donation for the school. I have no idea. Most of the schools or the churches that I do, they ask as part of your vendor fee to donate something that they can do a raffle ticket for or something. And that's their business. I don't get into that. I'm like, sure, here. All right. I have black. So I have more stars that I need to do. I'm afraid to put them up there. Let me go right there. Now I need to find my orange, not my guava. There it is. Orange peel. Yeah, the schools do their own. I stay out of that. Then I don't have to worry about it. All right, let's see if I need to add water to this one. It's like a little dry. That one should be more usable. It was just in the black one, as you saw, because I did those henna pumpkins. And I think I'm going to end up doing a live sale. Maybe after, like, the week of Thanksgiving, like after my next show, just to see what I have that I can sell to y'all. It'd be like transfers. Possibly some surfaces. And maybe some finished goods. I'm not sure. But it would be a live sale. The transfers and or surfaces will be regular price because I'm doing it on my public page. So I have to do regular price. Now my finished pieces, I can make those whatever price I want. I may also have some bundles that I put together for that. This needs more water. So I'm just adding water. It's this is bottled water, but you want to use distilled or bottled water so you don't get all the gunk from your house lines in it. So I'll be doing a live sale. So it's regular retail price. Customers get first right to anything I'll have for sale. And then designers, I will offer designer pricing. You'll pay actual shipping. Everybody will pay, actually customers will get a little bit of a discount on shipping, but designers will pay actual shipping. Designers will pay designer price. My team members get second choice, so it's customers, my team members, and then any other designer that's looking for that transfer. And some of them are retired transfers. Some things I bought 2 of thinking I'd use a lot. And I just never have used the first one enough. Now, like this one, I have 2. And I haven't touched the second one because I haven't needed to. So anyway, I was thinking about doing that. Because I lost a show completely. Through no fault of my own, but through the fault of my freaking car. So as I was saying earlier, it's been a month. And by a month, I mean 30 days. The week before Thanksgiving, I got sick. It started out as like allergy type stuff. I think it just turned into a viral infection. If it was the flu, it was very light. I don't think it was the flu. It was definitely not COVID. Like, I had itchy ears the whole time. That is not a COVID thing at all. This still needs more water. Anyway, so I was sick that week. I did go into work a couple of days because it's just my dad and I at work, so I'm not really around a lot of people, and I needed to do some work. But most of the week I just stayed home, which is why I didn't come in here and chalk that week, because there was a bit that I was just like on the couch. That's where I stayed. Bed to the couch, 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 couch. Maybe back to the bed, or I slept on the couch. One of the two. It was just like... So anyway, I was sick for most of that week before Halloween, not Thanksgiving, before Halloween. And then the week, that Friday of that same week, it started to rain here, and it rained a ton. And sometime between Friday, when it started raining a ton, and I'm talking like flooding the streets kind of rain. We hadn't seen that much rain all year. Sometime between then and Saturday evening, when I left to go to my game, because I was feeling better now, I was back to normal. The water line into the house started leaking. I had a little crawdad hole coming out with water. It's the weekend. And of course, it had rained so much. I don't know if it started during the rainstorm. And when I first saw the water, because it had stopped raining, I thought it was just like water drainage. I didn't know it had it leak. I was like, what? And then, so that happened, and I didn't really know I had a leak until that night when I got back home, and I'm like, okay, this is not just drainage from the house and the yard, because when I got back home from my game, it was late, and it was more than, I mean, it was still leaking. So I'm like, okay, I got to get the flashlight, I got to see what's going on. Well, I got the flashlight, and I had the little, like I said, the crawdad hole where it was coming up out of the ground. So Sunday, I started trying to find a plumber, because I don't have a plumber. The plumber I had got bought out by somebody else, and there's a whole bunch of bad reviews for the new guy about being an ass and charging way more than he needs to. So I was like, well, doesn't really matter. It's not my plumber anyway. We'll just go find a new one. So I had to go find a new plumber. And one of my friends, actually, I forgot, he works for a plumbing company, or he is a plumber, and he ended up he commented, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I went with him, and they were able to come out Monday morning. So my water ran whenever it started, Friday night into Saturday, all the way till Monday morning. Yay, and wait for that bill to show up. I got to send in the paperwork to get the rebate on that. But yeah, so I have a big bill for water coming up. So that happened. Then they fixed that. So that was Halloween that they came out and fixed my water line. And then things were going great, things seemed okay, and then what day is this? What are we? This is Thursday. No, this is Friday. Monday night, late after my hockey game, I was headed home, and my car gave me the service battery charging system light, and the battery light came on. Never seen the service battery system or service charging system light come on before. I'm like, what the heck is that? That's pretty scary, because I've had a car before, like just die all the electronics and everything on the highway at 6 o'clock traffic and have to try to get over. Power steering's gone, there's no signals, try to get over and exit before. This was late at night that I was coming home. So I'm just like, yeah. And I didn't want to mess with that, having to drive, because, see, that was Friday. It wasn't Monday. Sorry. Week of Halloween. The Monday we had the water repair. Friday night. This happened Friday night. That's why I was coming home so late. I was trying to figure out why Monday was so late. Friday night, I had a late hockey game. I was coming home like at 11:30. The drive is like 20 to 25 minutes normally. And that light came on. A little panicky, right? It's pretty scary. Well, see, I had a craft show, a nice 2-day craft show, a big one, last weekend, that I didn't get to attend because that light came on. Because I didn't want my car dying on the way out there. The way back, the way out there, the way back, it's a 2-day show. It's an hour away. So I'm driving 4 hours with the car having an issue. And like I said, I've had cars die, or I had a car die before with that problem of battery, car not having energy, you know, yada yada yada. So I didn't want to deal with that, so I had to cancel out of that show. Craft shows in Dallas are not cheap, so I had to cancel out of that show. 2-day show. I prepaid for my lunches, so I lost my entire show, which really sucked. But the other option, besides me driving out there and then setting up on Saturday, maybe making it home Saturday night, getting stuck at home Saturday and not being able to go back to get my stuff on Sunday. Anyway, so Monday of this week, it went into the repair shop. I had a tow truck take it over to the repair shop. But while my car sat from Friday night to Sunday, I went out and started it Sunday just to see. I didn't think it was going to start. It started right away. I was surprised. It started right up, but there was a huge oil leak underneath, like huge, that was not there. And so between that and the battery system, I was just like, nope, we're towing the car. So the car got towed in, and my mechanic said, well, your belt's shredded. You're lucky you got home. Serpentine belt shredded. The big main belt was the one shredding. Actually, it wasn't, no. One of the belts shredded. And the tension pulley was part of the problem, that because it was shredding, the pulley wasn't getting enough energy to like charge the alternator properly, and that's why that light came on. When it shredded the belt, something flew off and hit something with the oil, and that's why the oil went everywhere. Like, it caused a leak. And he's like, you're lucky you even made it home. And I'm like, ooh, okay, well, thank you, because I just lost a whole bunch of money from a craft show. So I made the right decision, which I figured would be the right decision of not going to my craft show, but I lost that entire craft show, which I had been looking forward to, is where I'm getting with this. So that's one reason I'm going to try to do a live sale. I think that just bled underneath my transfer. So we will see about live sale. Like I said, it'll probably be, yeah, it did bleed underneath there. We have some touch up to do on that one. Now I gotta fix this. I don't want to put it on anything. Put it in here. it bled under, so it's just going to make a mess on the other one. Because I'm trying to double use my transfer without having to clean it between Chevy Equinox. Yeah, the city, for the water leak, the city will, I have to pay for the water because it was the line between the main and my house. So I have to pay for the water, but I'll get a rebate on the sanitation charge for it. And that's usually, like, the sanitation charge is usually the higher part of our water bills, honestly. But I've got the paperwork printed out. I've got the receipt printed out. I need to go do it and send it in, and they'll go back and not necessarily prorate, but they'll go back and adjust the bill a little bit. So any bit will help after it ran for 36 hours, 48 hours. Like I said, I don't know exactly when it started because it rained so much. And I think that's why the leak developed. No, the leak was already there, I'm sure. Even the plumber was like, yeah, it's probably been leaking, you just didn't know it. It was just underground. So I gotta touch that up some. Look at the K. I gotta touch that up some when it dries. So the city will go back like 3 months. But I have the piece of pipe. It's not a very big hole. But where I was going with that, because it rained so much, the ground, like, it's been so dry, the ground swelled up. And there was a tree that's right there, and the tree root was underneath it. So the tree root probably, like, said, woohoo, water, and probably enlarged a little bit too, but the ground shifted. And so it made it a prominent leak. So yeah, we gotta deal with that. I don't think I need the orange anymore. Get rid of the orange. So yeah, it's been a crappy 3 weeks. Alright, I usually like to do this part in red. I gotta find my red. Is that red? That can't be red. It is. I guess I used my other one up. This is not my original candy apple. Have I already used half of a jar of paste? Wow. I must have. What have I been making? I don't know. Should I make, well, you know what? I don't have a choice. If I make one red, they're both going to be red because I'm not cleaning this transfer in between. Thank you. I hope it does get better because, and I need the show this weekend to be fantastic because, like I said, I lost all that. I lost the show last weekend. So all the potential show sales and people I would meet, people that might hold classes for me, I lost all that. Gone bye-bye. I lost the booth fee for 2 days. And it's a well-known show, so it's a more expensive show. I lost my prepaid lunches. I think I need to move that up. And I'm out the expense of the car repair, which I really didn't have plans to pay for. I mean, not that I was going to, run out on my mechanic, but I really didn't have plans for a car repair, especially right after a water line leak. So yeah, it's been fun. And honestly, I had some depression set in both weeks because where am I going to get the money for this? Because basically anytime there's a car repair, it's easily $800. It's just what it is. There's always something that's $800. And the repair on the water line was over $600. Had not planned on spending any of that money on things besides bills. See, there's a bleed in this one too. That's actually a bubble. That is because it had a bubble when it was put back on the backer. That would be all my issue right there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I could have come in here and done some crafts. I should have. But I was kind of upset I lost that show, and I didn't want to deal with it. You know how it gets. Sometimes you're just like, son of a bitch. Like, really? Did this really just need to happen? And so I didn't want to deal with it. I played on my phone. I played some games. I watched a movie. I did chat with Kelly a bit. She kind of kept me sane. I chatted with another friend a bit. So managed to get through that, but yeah. And it just sucks. And things that you can't control. And one of my friends is like, you make bad choices. And I was trying to explain to him, no, it's not that I make bad choices. I don't make bad choices. Bad things happen and I have no choice. I have to pay for a water line to be fixed. I have to pay for a car repair. I have no choice. Like, that money, was not planned to go to those things. So anyway, he was giving me a hard time. I'm like, no, stop it. I had no choice in this matter. Not me. Because there was no even telltale sign of my car having an issue or the fact that I had a water leak till they happened. It's not like, you start your car up and it's rattling and thunking, and you're like, oh shoot, I should take that in. No, I had none of that. Aren't these cute? Not that you can see it because my hand's in the way. This is why I like making these for donations, because they're just cute. Okay, that needs to dry. And I like to try to put the buttons on it if I can. But to do the buttons, I need to have this dry. Oh yeah, mental health. And I think everybody, I could be speaking sideways here, I think a lot of people have issues a lot of times and may not even realize why they're down. But I think that once, like, everybody got stuck at home with COVID, it became more prevalent to mental health and getting out and talking to people and depression, and all that kind of became more real. You definitely tell the difference in the colors before, when it's dry and when it's not. Well, I definitely have touch-ups to do. Yes, February. This is when I knew my battery was not bad. Valentine's Day, I had to buy myself a battery for Valentine's Day. So I knew my battery wasn't bad. I knew that wasn't the problem. So when that signal came on, I was like, nah, that's scary. That's like the system. That's like, I figured it was the alternator. Alternators are way more expensive than the battery. I am glad it was just your battery. I'm sorry your battery died on you, but batteries are much cheaper than having to go get the whole new alternator. How old was your battery? Mine was, I had a 3-year battery, and it lasted like 2 3/4 years. But we also went through 2 really cold cold patterns that we don't normally get here. So that 4-year, oh, wow. Oh, jeez. See, and that's an issue too. Like, not that she broke up with him, but, like, it feels like the end of the world. It really does. Should I give him, see if I put that, okay, the buttons are just going to have to go in between. It does. I mean, it feels like the end of the world when you're breaking up. Or, you know, when someone says they don't want to see you anymore, it feels like the end of the world. So I understand, like, that's just so soul crushing. It really is. But you got to realize, like, your actions are unexplainable to your loved ones by doing that. That's hard. I'm so sorry for your friend's loss. Oof. Ooh, that's a big glob of paste. These are not perfect by any means, but even though I have the transfer and I can do these over and over again, each one's slightly a bit different for whatever reason, and that's how it gets personality. Like one of these, the smiles, I didn't get a face in the middle, so he's like smirking over to the side. And that lets people know it's homemade. Okay, so I have all my little transfer pieces. Those will go wash in the sink with some water, and then they'll dry, and I'll put them back on their backer. So those are good. And I'm going to take my detail tool if I can find it and get rid of some of those lines where I went over. Maybe. I might have to get my X-Acto out to do it. You make, not mayor. It's make, not mayor. Okay, now it looks like you make, not you mayor. Let's fix the other one because, see, oh, that's not straight. You mayor, me melt. And on this one, because it's melty, you can see around the, well, I don't know if you can. See around the letters how there's like a bleed out, even on the other letters? Well, it's mostly up there. Here, look at the letters on this one, down there. See how there's some like blue mushing out from underneath it? On this transfer, it works because it's melty. I don't have a problem with that look. See, like, now look at make. It looks like it's melting. It's fine. Because that's how we're going to roll with it. Where's the tip? There's the tip. How do I attach them? Well, that's what we're going to do next. I think I have some new ribbon. Previous years I used black ribbon with like a little starburst in it. Should we use the... I don't think buffalo... Okay, never mind. I got an extra choice. Okay, the black buffalo plaid does not look good. I don't think that's going to look good either. Okay. Which one of these with the, what is that, scarf? The black with the little snowflake, or the red and black buffalo plaid with the snowflake, or the white and black? Because I don't think... I had a pile of ribbon. Oh, that's the same color. Some of it's already at the craft show. Well, that's my other choices. See, I don't like, well, I don't know. This red one on the bottom is looking pretty good. White and black. It didn't look right. It didn't look right. I vetoed that one. I'm thinking one of these two bottom ones. I don't think that one. Definitely not that one. Maybe that one, because it kind of goes with the scarf. And then that one's got the little snowflakes on it. Oh. Okay. So, between these two, we're down to these two. The snowflake or the buffalo plaid? And they're actually going to be this way. That's how they're attaching. So it's not going to sit this way. It'll sit this way. I don't think I have... Let me see what other ribbon I have in here, because the rest of it's already at the craft show. I have plain red. I also have this cute little candy cane one. It doesn't really look like candy canes. It looks like field hockey sticks. I think that's the one I used last year. It's black and gold. I think that's what I used last year. See, I also have plain red, but it's a thicker red. Oh, no, it's not. It's the same. I also have plain red, but I'd rather not use plain red because... Oh, and those are glitter ribbons. We're not using those. Oh. Glitter goes everywhere. Snowflake. Okay. I think the snowflake, I agree. All right, let me move that. Let me get my ruler. Let me get my pencil. That needs to get washed. Gotta adjust where I'm sitting. I have a pillow or a cushion, and I was sliding off of the cushion. It was not comfortable anymore. Oh, come on. Just get out. Okay, that's cute. All right. So what I like to do... It's been a while since I've done these. I can't remember what I like to do. I think I did an inch in. Oh, that seems far over. Maybe it was an inch and a half. We'll do an inch and a half. Inch and a half in and a half inch down, because that's because of where I've got the scarf. We're going to go with that. Inch and a half in. And half an inch down. These are the easy ones. The round one, not so easy. So I do these first, and then I go back and do the round part. Because I got to put holes on the bottom and a hole on the top for that one. And where I put the holes on that will depend on how I want it to match up. I think that's how I did it last year. Now, Choc-Couture has a hole puncher. I'm used to using my Crop-A-Dile on these, so that's just what I'm going to use. I found I like the way it does it better. And I love making holes in this wood because it's like super easy. couldn't find the other one that was right in front of me. Okay, there's one missing. There it is. Okay, now the fun part. Not so fun part. Figuring out where I want those to hook up, because it angles. Lost my pencil. It's right there. It's really funny to look over there and see myself doing this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm just going in between those two holes for the top. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I can roughly guess where a 1/2 inch is in. 1/2 inch. I'm good. So I'm going to do the same to to this other one. And then we're going to cut ribbon and make it. Then I'll have my donation for this week. I will go spray these. Another reason I like using these are simple shapes that I'm using. It's a fairly inexpensive surface. And it's easy to work with. And I know I can put holes in it really easily. Alright. Now, let's cut some ribbon. Helps I'm looking at the right side of the ruler. I do a 6. Nine makes it that big. We're going to give it a little bit more. I'll measure the other one in a minute. I want to see how this one turns out first. What? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Our state competitions are going on now. I have a friend whose daughter is in one of the bands, and they just lost at their competition. So they don't move on to the next round, but they're still in the rounds here. I don't remember how many rounds there are. I'm just not a band kid, so I don't remember how many rounds there are. I need to concentrate on this. I want to say it finishes like December 3rd or 10th. So it's still got a ways to go. But Texas is a big state. So there's lots of like regionals and city and this and that before you ever go on to state. Why was that one so much easier to put through there? I like tying the knot in the back, but if you're making these, you can make it wherever you want them. I just like to tie it in the back. So he needs to be a little bit closer together, I think. But he's probably actually going to be longer because I've got longer ribbon here. Well, maybe not. The fun part's matching up the same lengths where you tie it. I'm going to put these down. if somebody wants to move the little guy around, they can do it. Like, I'm not going to cut all that off because somebody might want to have it showing. Most people won't even care. Tie the tops together and the bottoms together. Oh, you mean like cut it in half? No. I could be fancy and make this a bow. I am not a good bow maker. By any means. I'm just really trying to make that tight. Because that is one little snowman. So he moves. This is actually longer than I normally make them. Oh, back of my mouth. So now we got to do the other one. All right, those were 10. So we're going to make these 9s. But it also gets into, it has to be a certain length so you can actually use your fingers to tie it. Otherwise, it's too hard to do. It doesn't have to be exact. All right. Same thing for this one. Except for I made his little ties a little bit shorter. So yeah, I have this weekend is the craft show that I've done. This will be my 3rd year doing it, but the 4th year I've been registered to do it because COVID hit and they didn't do 2020. And I'm in the exact same spot I was last year, which is just around the corner from where I was the previous years, or previous year. Well, yeah, previous years. COVID didn't happen, but I had the other spot. Which is right next to the cookie lady that everybody comes to get cookies from. It's a great spot. And it's right by the entrance. One of the main entrances. I guess there's technically 3 entrances, but most people use the front entrance, which is where we're at, or the back entrance by where the buses run for the school. And by buses, I mean the school buses, not the public buses. School buses will not be running tomorrow or Sunday. And then I have a craft show on Saturday next week. I'm thinking about doing one Thanksgiving weekend, but I've never done one that weekend, and I kind of usually like to just not do one. And then I have one December 3rd, and I've been debating about doing one December 10th. There is one that's pretty well known on December 10th, but it's an hour away. I'm not sure I want to deal with that. It's not the end of the world being an hour away, but a little paranoid after last weekend and not being able to go to a show because of car problems. The show I'm doing this weekend and next weekend are about 30 minutes away. Everything's away. We're in Dallas. Everything's away. So what I meant is the bottom two together and the top two behind. Is the bottom two together and the top two behind. Is the bottom two together and the top two behind the. Oh, like one big ribbon? No, because you're saying two. Instead of doubling them up. Oh, that means I have to cut that ribbon more. But you could do a single strand. I just kind of like having the double. Because it wobbles, but it's not quite so wobbly. Tie. Da-da-da. That one's falling down. It's melty. So there you go. Yay, I got my donation for the craft fair for tomorrow. And the other one will be on my table to sell, and if it doesn't sell, it'll be the donation for the following week. I can make 2 more for the next couple of shows. So be it. And I have all this other stuff I need to do. Not happening. I'm not staying up all night because I don't even know what time it is. Oh crap, it's 12:30. Okay, I'm going to go spray these and work on going to bed. Because I have to get up in the morning and go set up my craft show. So, got the project done. That's all we're doing for tonight. This was important. I had to have this done. I think we're going to wash that in the sink too. Alright, I appreciate you watching. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a live sale. Maybe the Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday even. Maybe not the, I don't know. I gotta look at my schedule. But one of those, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I'm probably going to do a live sale. It'll be retired transfers or ones that I have extras of that I don't need. Might be some surfaces. Might be some projects that I've got here, ready to go, finished pieces. I've got some pre-made kits from Chalk Couture that I have that you can't get anymore. So if those don't sell, I've got those as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in and keeping me company. It's always more fun when there's someone to chat with. Way more fun when there's someone to chat with. I know somebody else is watching, but you were chatting with me, so yay. And what is... Oh, that's... I'm like, what is that blue thing right there? Well, it's actually... it's your avatar. It's you. All right. Have a good night. I appreciate you watching. Most likely I will be live. Oh, wait. I have a game very late tomorrow. I'm going to come home and do some more projects for the craft show, but I don't know if I'm going to be live or not. I'll try. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Bye.